Okay, guys, today's going to look a little different because I'm going to have my glasses on, but I just tried this thing on Chat GPT, and I just asked it to act as as the devil, and tell me how the devil would go about destroying a marriage. And I'm going to have to read to you because I don't want to miss any of the points, because you will be shocked at how accurate is what is said. But I'm going to read you literally everything. Pull up a chair and let's talk about it. It says, I see where you're going with this, recognizing the enemy's tactics so we can guard against them. The Bible reminds us in John 10:10 that the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. But Jesus came so that we may have life abundantly. So if the devil wanted to destroy a marriage, he would likely use these common but subtle tactics. Break down communication. He would encourage misunderstandings, assumptions, and hurt feelings. He would make them the people too busy or distracted to have meaningful conversations with each other. He would turn minor disagreements into full-blown arguments. He would foster resentment and unforgiveness. The way he'd do that is to keep past mistakes at the forefront of their mind, so that every time something happens, they're bringing up something that happened in the past. He would encourage grudges, so they never fully forgive each other for anything. He'd twist their thoughts so they would assume the worst of their spouse. Number 3, he would encourage selfishness and pride. He would do this by making them focus on their needs instead of serving the other one, which is what marriage is all about. If we served each other the way we're supposed to, it would be in harmony. He would whisper lies that say, you deserve better. He would make them feel entitled rather than grateful. In other words, have you ever seen just the bad that your husband or your wife is doing? You don't see any of the good, but boy, do you see the bad. Number 4, he would introduce outside temptations. He would use social media, old flames, workplace friendships to create emotional distance. He would promote comparison. Why can't my spouse be like that? Why can't he treat me like he treats her or she treats him? He would encourage small compromises that lead to bigger betrayals. Number 5, he would create emotional and physical distance. He would do them by making work a priority, hobbies, or even kids a priority over their spouse. He would encourage separate lives instead of unity. Instead of them doing things together, he would encourage them to go out and do things alone. He would reduce intimacy, both emotional and physical intimacy. Number 6, he would attack their faith and values. He'd plant doubt about God's design for marriage in their mind. They'd start thinking, I think I've gotten into the wrong thing. He would keep them too exhausted or busy to pray together. He'd distract you from all that. He would convince them they're better off handling their struggles alone. In other words, he'd convince you, well, my husband don't understand. There's no reason for me talking to him. He don't understand. And this is the biggest one, guys. Number 7, he would make divorce look like the best option. Present it as the only way you can be happy again is to get out. He'd make them forget the vows that they made before God. And he'd show them others who found happiness after they got out of the marriage. And they also, listen, this thing also gave us ways to fight back. It says, Ephesians 6:11 says, put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. Then he tells us, pray together daily, prioritize communication, Forgive quickly and completely. In other words, don't keep bringing it up. Choose humility over pride. In other words, be humble, guys. Be humble. Guard your marriage against, guard your marriage against outside influences. Don't let others, what they think, what they do, what they say, and how they act, affect your internal self as a couple. And it says, stay in God's word and seek his wisdom. It says, marriage is a covenant, not just a contract. And with God at the center, the enemy has no power over it. Keep fighting for your marriage, not in it. That's powerful, guys. That's powerful. So I just wanted to share that with you because that's powerful. How the devil goes about so subtle, destroying you from the inside out. All right. Love you guys.